since about 2005, there has been a very significant erosion of civic space in this country. Because from that time, what you have is President Museveni's regime shift into a regime survival mode. And therefore, it's not surprising that if you reflect backwards from 2005, you see the emergence of so many pieces of legislation that actually are designed to reduce the space within which citizens have to engage in public policy, engage in politics. I think the most important thing to acknowledge is that the shrinking of civic space does not only affect citizens in their participation in public policy processes, it also undermines their ability to effectively engage with government and to effectively engage in politics, and especially elections. So that's why I would definitely argue that this coming elections, which is supposed to be a digital election, is essentially a fraud because everything is rigged. Citizens are going to reach a point where they say enough is enough, and at that point they are going to take over the mantle. They will confront the security forces. They will collapse. They can do actions that can collapse the economy even more than it has done. They can take over an election process and make sure that there are no elections. So there are so many things that citizens can do to be able to regain their power, because all our power as citizens has been taken away by the use of guns and by use of money. Now, what government has done, I probably wouldn't even say government. What President Museveni and the NRM regime have done is to be able to distort the entire electoral system. They use public resources, they use our money as taxpayers to be able to organize and mobilize for NRM. Because since 2006, citizens have been agitating that there is need to have a system that produces electoral commissioners that are independent, that ensure the entire secretariat of the electoral commission is independent, and therefore the commission works for the people of Uganda. But the mere fact that the regime has said you can't do open campaigns, you can't mobilize, you can't organize, that's not an election. You cannot have an election where the citizens do not interact with the people who are going to lead them. This would be the time where the government declares, or the president for that matter, because he has the sole authority, declares a state of emergency, calls parliament to be able to agree on a package of actions that need to be implemented, including mechanisms for having a government that runs this country until COVID. Until the situation is contained. But the fraud that they are trying to do with these elections right now is definitely unfortunate, and I think Ugandans should be able to look at it and say, oh, we are being cheated, because this regime has been cheating from 2005, amending the constitution, fighting over it, corrupting people, and now they are trying to organize a totally fraudulent election.